Oh,
I'm so excited.
yay! I'm the most excited, and Dookie and Dutch are clearly pumped too. Jen's mom, nice to meet you. Sorry.
She just started dancing. She goes, wait, can they see that? I go, yes.
Oh my gosh. You have sweet moves, Mom. Anytime during the yoga session, if you want to just pop in and do a little shimmy behind Jen, I'm totally into that. I can't hear because Jen turned her mic off, but
yeah, she's trying to have she wants to be in the conversation. I said, you're muted, Mom. She's like, no, I'm not.
15 minutes of fame. Hi, Maddie. Oh, I'm so pumped. The whole crew is here. So I know there's going to be a couple more people popping in, but just really quick. Oh, yay. Hold on really quick, part two. Valeria, is that how I say your name?
Huh?
Is your name pronounced Valeria?
Yeah, but people call me Val for short. So if Val is better for you, you could just call me Val.
Delicious. Val it is. All right. So quaranLEAN crew, we've got Val and Bree here. They're two of my friends from Fresno State. So in case you're not following me on the gram today, A, what's the matter? B, just kidding. I'm doing a takeover for Fresno State because I'm the keynote speaker for one of their events next week. And I invited students with the MCJ department, which is a mass comm department and journalism, to join in and take the class with us. So we've got Bree and Val here. So I'm super excited. Hi, Dario. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Alicia. Val, really quick, have you done yoga before?
I took one yoga class my freshman year, I think. Freshman, sophomore.
Okay.
Rusty, but I'm excited.
You know what? Some days it's like that. I mean, I do it every day, but I feel rusty sometimes. So we always offer modifications. I don't know why I'm adjusting my camera. Sorry. Offer modifications. So if there's anything that we do that looks crazy, I'll offer a different way for you to try it. You can always go into child's pose whenever you need it. You can always lay down. And also you can turn your camera off, but if you keep it on, I'll be able to watch you and offer corrections. So it's up to you, totally no pressure. Megan, how do I know you really quick?
You don't know me personally, but I signed up and I did the hashtag birthday.
That's right. This is your first live sesh.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, I'm so glad it works out for you. All right.
Yeah, today.
Welcome to the crew.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to mute everybody now, but we're going to start in child's pose. So go ahead and get into that shape now. Thank you all for being here. Oh, I'm so pumped. Also, I had 2 cups of coffee. So do whatever you want with that information. Lisa's clapping. Bree is making a face. Bree, me saying that I had 2 cups of coffee means that we're gonna have a crazy class today. So basically when I'm caffeinated, that means we go a little hard at your warning. All right, so now all my friends in child's pose, go ahead and then just take some time to settle onto your mats. Megan, child's pose is a shape where you are facing down and your knees are apart. You're gonna walk your arms towards the top of your mat. And just take a moment here to tune inward. So whether you're new to yoga or you've been doing this a million years, it's always a great reminder to let you know that yoga is not just about doing crazy postures and balancing. Yoga is about uniting your breath with your body. It's also about being present for yourself. And being present for yourself means tuning out all the noise going on around you. It's a little bit of a break from your typical routine, and it's a way for you to just learn more about yourself by the way that you move. And that all starts with the way that you breathe. So wherever you are with your breath, go ahead and let out a super deep exhale. Together, we're going to count to 6 as we fill up our lungs. So visualize air making its way into your lungs and then even down to the base of your belly. And then as you open up your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Because you're at home and because you're muted, make all the noise that you need as you do that. And then now on your next inhale, take a moment to set an intention for your practice. So think about one thing, one person, or even a quote that will motivate and inspire you over the next 45 minutes. I'm going to ask you to think about your intention throughout class, so make it a good one. For me today, my intention will be to do better with my breathing, because I feel like my breath is a little shallow today and I need to calm down because I've been drinking a little bit too much of coffee. So you can use that if you want. And now on your next inhale, push up into your tabletop. Suck your shoulders over your wrists. Keep your hips over your knees. And then start to sway your hips from side to side. Drop your head down. Feel the stretch down the back of your neck. Feel your hips or outer thighs open up. And then when you're done wagging your imaginary tail, come back to the center. Again, this is your neutral tabletop. You want to keep your core tight. And by doing that, all you have to do is suck your stomach in, visualize it going in to your spine. And when you're in this tabletop position, you also want your upper back to feel rounded so that you can start to open up your shoulders. We're going to go through a couple of rounds of cat-cow now. So start by dropping your belly. You want to look up towards the ceiling, or if you're outside, look up to the sky, lift your tailbone. And then as you exhale, round your back. Bring your chin into your chest. Press your hands or knees into the ground. Suck your stomach in. And then as you inhale, drop your belly, look up. Lift your tailbone. Feel the stretch in your throat and your stomach. And then as you exhale, round your back. Suck your stomach in. Dig your knees into the ground. Feel your spine lengthen. And then just like that, you're going to go back and forth from your cow pose back to your cat. You can go as slow or as fast as you want. This is going to be the freestyle portion of class. So I'll give you a few moments here just to give your body what it needs, just in terms of this warm up. This is the calm before the storm, known as quaranLEAN, Power Vinyasa with Christine. All right, you've got 3 more rounds on your own, and we're going to just hit the ground running today. Lots of leg work and maybe some twists. Make this your last round and let me know that you're ready by going back into your neutral tabletop. All right. Now that we're here, you're going to tuck your toes under, and then as you exhale, lift your hips up. This is your downward dog. You always want your hands, your feet to be hip width distance apart. Your hips are going to be elevated, and just visualize your body creating an upside down V shape. You've got it, Val. Straighten out your arms. Try to bring your heels as close to the mat as you can, and your chest as close to your thighs as you can, so you can feel the stretch in your hamstrings and also your chest and your biceps. Awesome. All of you look great. On your next inhale, just lift up your right leg. Keep your hips, your shoulders square to the ground. Flex your right toes down, and then as you bring your right heel up, you're going to feel your right side hip flexors open, your left hamstrings open. Beautiful, Maddie. Release by bringing your right foot down. And then relax your toes on the mat. As you inhale, lift up your left leg. So you're doing the same thing, just on the other side. I want you to just get used to the way this feels on your hamstrings and also your hands. Make sure in your downward dog position, your fingertips are pressing into the ground rather than the palms of your hands, so that your wrists don't hurt when this class is over. Release by dropping your left foot down. Start to bend your knees and then walk your feet and your hands to the middle of your mat. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. Grab opposite elbows and then start to sway from side to side. You're going to drop your head down, drag your elbows down to the mat, and then bring your chin down towards your chest so that the back of your neck can continue to open. You've got it. And by swaying from side to side, you're continuing to warm up your spine, your hammies, and then release. Drop your hands down, bend your knees just slightly, and then start to roll up one vertebra at a time. You're going to come up to standing. Your shoulders will stack right over your hips, and your arms are down both sides of your body. All right, we're awake. When you go into your mountain pose, which is this one, your feet are going to be planted into the mat. Your arms are down both sides of your body. I'll face you so you can see what that looks like. And then you just want to relax your shoulders here. And then again, as always, you want to be as present as possible. We're going to go through a couple of rounds of sun salutations. So now as you inhale, sweep your arms up, reach your fingertips to the ceiling, drop your head back, lift your chin. And then as you exhale, swan dive. So you're going to reach your arms apart, hinge at your hips, come down with a flat back, and then bring your fingertips to the floor. Perfect Brie and Val. As you inhale, come up into your halfway lift, roll the weight to your toes, gorgeous Meg. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, bring your hands down, step back into your plank. All right, so everyone knows a plank, but in case you've forgotten, your shoulders are over your wrists. Your shoulders are also in line with your hips. We're all gonna modify the first round. Drop down to your knees, shift your shoulders past your wrists. And then as you exhale, as you exhale, bend your elbows back, lower your chest down, and then take a backward bend. Open up your chest by straightening out your arms, going into low cobra, high cobra, or up dog. You got it. Roll over your toes and then meet me in your downward dog. Bring your hips up and then ground your heels. We're gonna do that sequence at least 3 more times. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump all the way to the top of your mat. Come up into your halfway lift as you inhale, roll the weight to your toes. Exhale, hinge at your hips, and then reverse swan dive. So sweep your arms up, take your fingertips to the ceiling, go into a backward bend. So take your hips forward, your arms back, and then exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. Go into your halfway lift as you inhale, look forward, exhale, hinge at your hips, bring your hands down. You can step or jump back into your plank, drop down to your knees if you want, or keep your knees off of the ground, but everyone shift your shoulders past your wrists. Bend your elbows back, so create a 90-degree angle with your elbows, perfect. And then take your backward bend. Beautiful, Jen, relax your shoulders. Exhale, downward dog, bring your hips up. Ground your heels, open up your chest. Let's do 2 more, look forward. Bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Come up into your halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips. You've got it, Dario. And then as you inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep up. Go into that backward bend, hips go forward, arms go back. Exhale, swan dive, come all the way down. Hinge at your hips. We're all moving together beautifully. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, come all the way down, step or jump back. So place your hands down. Go into your chaturanga. Again, your elbows bend to 90-degree angles. Yep. And then take your backward bend, engage your triceps, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful, Lisa. Take your hips up. Bring your heels down. Open up your chest. Are you doing okay, Bree? We've got 1 more. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Make it a good one. Halfway lift. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Reverse swan dive. Sweep those arms up. Open up the front of your body as you go into that backward bend. And then exhale, swan dive your way down. Hinge at your hips. Awesome. Halfway lift. As you exhale, place your hands down, step or jump back to chaturanga. Woo, we are moving on this Wednesday. Relax your shoulders, squeeze your triceps, go into your downward dog. All right, from here, we're gonna go into downward dog marching.
Oops, hold on, my music just stopped. So keep your hips in line with your mat, your feet hip width distance apart. As you inhale, lift up your right foot. So your right leg is gonna come up, your toes are gonna flex down, perfect, and then bring your right foot down. Go to the left side, exhale, lift, inhale, lower, and you're just gonna go from side to side. Try to keep your hips up as high as you can, and your feet flex so that your hamstrings can continue to open. For extra credit, you're going to engage your quads and squeeze your glutes as you lift one leg up at a time. Awesome, everyone. We're gonna do this for 15 more seconds. Keep your belly button pulled into your spine. Down to our last 8. Awesome job. Go at your own pace. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Go into a child's pose. Take your knees apart, your hips back to your heels. Straighten out your arms. Maybe bend your elbows just a little bit if you want to relax your shoulders. And as you press your forehead into the ground, put a little bit more pressure there. Feel your forehead connect to the ground. So again, anytime you need a break, child's pose is where you go. If you need water, please reach for your water at any point. But we're gonna get started with our flows now. So push up into your tabletop. And then from here, you're gonna tuck your toes under. We're gonna go into a tabletop plank. So just lift your knees off of the ground about an inch. All my regulars are really excited right about now because when we do tabletop planks at the start of class, they know that we're gonna do a bunch more. So we're gonna go from this tabletop plank into a high plank. Just straighten out your legs, squeeze your glutes, engage your quads. As you inhale, bring your knees back underneath your hips so you can go back into your tabletop. Exactly. Exhale, straighten out your legs. You're back in your plank. And go from tabletop back into your plank over and over again for 30 seconds. Do the best you can to keep your stomach sucked in, your upper back rounded. You look great, Val. You look great, Alicia. I see you. Engage those triceps. We're already almost done. 8 more seconds to go. You got it, Megan. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. End in your high plank. Straighten out your legs. From here, downward dog. Bring your hips up. Ground your heels. Open up your chest. Bring your hips up even more. Now as you inhale, lift up your right leg. So your right leg is going to come up. Drive your left heel down. On your exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Hold it. And then as you inhale, lift your right heel up, squeeze your right butt cheek. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Hold it. Awesome. Inhale, bring your right heel up, the highest you've done all day. And then step your foot through. You're going to go into your warrior 1. So your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Your left heel is planted. Sweep your arms up. Bend your right knee a lot. So by bending your right knee, you're able to strengthen your right leg. You want to bring your left hip forward so both of your hips are square to the top of your mat. Looking gorgeous, Jen. Everyone, reach your fingertips high. Keep your wrists in line with your shoulders, but drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Awesome. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your arms behind your back. So you're going to clasp your hands together. Perfect. Drive your knuckles to your left heel. Start to squeeze your shoulders to open up your chest. Make sure your right knee stays bent. Awesome. Look up, everyone. So feel the stretch in your throat, your chest, maybe even your stomach. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips. You're going to go into your humble warrior. So your right shoulder, your right knee are going to connect. Drive your knuckles up towards the ceiling. If your shoulders are tight, you're not going to look like this, and that's okay. Just rest your thumbs right at your tailbone. Just by squeezing your shoulder blades together, you're already doing a lot to open up the front of your body. Keep your right foot planted into the mat, your right knee bent. You've got 1 more round of breath. And then release, come back up into your warrior 1. So sweep your arms up, stack your wrists over your shoulders, then open up into your warrior 2. For this one, you're going to take your left foot back. Both of your heels are going to be in one line. Bend your right knee a lot. Try to get your right thigh parallel to the mat. Beautiful. You got it, Megan. Everyone, engage your triceps, your biceps, and then bend your right knee even more, Dario. Perfect. Take your right knee away from your midline, Alicia. So bring it out towards the street a little bit more. Perfect. Now reverse your warrior. Sweep your right arm up and back. Open up your chest, the right side of your body. And then as you bend your right knee, feel a bigger burn in your right quads, but also in your hips. Look up towards the ceiling. Lift your chin, reach your right fingertips back, and then go into your side angle. So rest your right forearm on your thigh, sweep your left arm up towards the ceiling, and then bend your right knee a lot more. Reach your left fingertips high. Nicely done, Lisa. Get your chin to touch your left shoulder, and then extend your fingertips just a little bit more. Release by going back into your warrior 2. Straighten out your right leg. This is your prep for triangle. So you're just going to reach your right fingertips all the way to the top of your mat. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. Don't drop until I say, come up, Dario. Here we go. And then drop your right hand down. Extend your left hand up. So do the best you can to extend your left fingertips up. Do the best you can to keep your right fingertips light. So you're not dumping any weight at all on your shin. When you're ready, look up towards the ceiling, get your chin to touch your left shoulder, reach your fingertips apart, dig both of your heels into the ground. and then release. Take your arms back out to straight. You're gonna twist your right foot so that your toes face the left side of your mat. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips. You're in a wide leg forward fold. Come all the way down. Once you reach your deepest stretch, your hands can go down onto the mat underneath your shoulders, or you can grab your heels from behind. Whatever option you take, just make sure your legs are straight. Your quads can be engaged for a little bit more extra credit, but this is a stretch for your hamstrings. You've all got it. So now as you go into this wide leg forward fold, visualize your hips in line with your heels. Perfect, everyone's got it. My friends who have their hands on the floor, start to bend your elbows back a little bit more, and then use a traction of your fingertips into the ground to open up your shoulder blades. All right, that's good, Lisa. Drop your head down even more. Get your chest closer to your thighs. You've got one more round of breath. And then release. Bend both of your knees. Pivot to face the top of your mat. You're now in a low lunge. Bring your left hand down and then reach your right hand up. You're adding a twist to that lunge. So extend your right fingertips up. Keep your left hand planted into the ground. Now start to peel your right hand away from your midline as you bring your right knee in. You're going to feel the twist in your spine. Your right side hip open up. Release. Bring your right hand down. You're going to step your right foot back to go into a plank, and then we'll flow. Chaturanga. Shift your shoulders forward. Bend your elbows back. Open up your chest, just like we did at the beginning. Good. Downward dog. Bring your hips up. Ground your heels. Open up your chest. All right, my new friends, you're all doing fantastic. We're going to go to the left side now. As you inhale, lift up your left leg. Let's do some core planks. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Tap it. Inhale. Bring your left leg up. Flex your toes down. Then bring your left knee to your right elbow. Tap it. And then release by lifting your left heel up. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Bring it up even higher. Then step it through for your warrior one. So your left foot goes to the top of your mat. Ground your right heel. Sweep your arms up. This is going to feel familiar because we're doing exactly what we did on the other side. So bend your left knee. Bounce it out. Maddie, bring your right side hip forward a little bit more. And then Megan, you too. Bring your right foot up maybe 3 inches. Perfect. Ground your right heel. Now, everyone, thank you for waiting. Bring your arms behind your back. Interlock all 10 fingers. We're getting ready for humble warrior. Drive your knuckles down to your right heel. Open up your chest. Bend your left knee. Lift your chin. Then as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Come down. Keep your core tight. Try to get your left shoulder and your left knee to connect. So you're going to drop your head down. Unless you're looking up at me for form, that's okay. But once you see what it looks like, take some time to drop your head down so you can open up the back of your neck. You've got to breathe. Try to drive your knuckles up. But again, if your shoulders are tight, you can rest your thumbs right at your tailbone, but actively open up your chest by squeezing your shoulder blades together. One more round of breath. Release by sweeping your arms up. You're going into your warrior one. Keep your left knee bent just for a little bit longer. And then as you exhale, open up into your warrior two. Your left knee is going to stay bent, but you're going to bring your right foot back. Your right leg is straight. Everyone looks good. Make sure that your left toes are parallel to the top of your mat. Bend your left knee a little bit more. Jen and Lisa. Lisa, turn your left toes out maybe another inch. Good. Yep, now bend your left knee even more. Reach your fingertips apart, then reverse your warrior. Sweep your left arm back. You're opening up the left side of your body, your hips. You're strengthening your legs. Try to squeeze your right butt cheek. Take your left knee away from your midline just a little bit more. Then go into your side angle. Rest your left forearm on your thigh, and then reach your right hand up. As you extend your fingertips to the ceiling, start to look up so that you can get your chin to touch your right shoulder. Take a moment to take your fingertips back and out to open up your chest just a little bit more. And then release. Go back into your warrior two. Straighten out your left leg. We're getting ready for triangle. Yes, the block. Reach your left fingertips forward. Keep reaching, keep reaching. Don't drop your hand yet. I love you all for waiting. I see you, Dario. Bree, wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, let's do it. Left hand drops, reach your right hand up. That's what happens when you teach. You get to be the boss of everybody. I'm totally abusing my power right now. Reach your right hand up. Dig both of your heels into the ground, squeeze your inner thighs together, and then as you extend your right fingertips up, get your chin to touch your right shoulder. You're gonna twist your spine, feel your chest open. Got one more round of breath. And then release. Straighten out your arms, bring them back to parallel. Turn your left toes to face the right side of your mat. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips, come down. Wide leg forward fold. Bring your hands back down. So you have the same options. I'm going to add another one if you want to do a bind and interlock all 10 fingers behind you, like we did with Humble Warrior. Try that out, especially if you're feeling any tension in your shoulders. This is a great way to get rid of them. Yes, Megan. So what you're doing is great. My friends who are going into this bind, if you want to tick-tock your hands from side to side, you're going to get into your hamstrings a little bit more and into your shoulders a little bit deeper. So play around with that. Yes, Maddie. How good does that feel? You're welcome. All right, everybody stop in the center and then drop your hands down to the ground. Bend both of your knees, pivot to face the top of your mat. Go into a low lunge with a twist. So bring your left hand up, reach your fingertips to the ceiling. You're going to drive your right heel to the back of your mat and then start to look up towards your fingertips. You're going to add a deeper twist now. So bring your left fingertips away from your midline. Bring your left knee in toward your chest. Dig your left heel into the mat. Your eyes are up. Your throat is opening. Release. Bring your left hand down. Step your left foot back. You're going to go into your plank. And then we'll chaturanga. Shift your shoulders forward. Bend your elbows back. And then open up your chest. Yes, downward dog. Bring your hips up. Ground your heels. Keep your hips exactly where they are. So let's just do a little bit of a check with our downward dogs. I mentioned this at the beginning of class. This is mostly for my new friends, but again, my old friends, it won't hurt you to get a refresher on downward dog. So if you want to drop down to your knees to watch this is cool. It's just a little bit of a demo on the downward dog. You want to make sure that your fingertips are planting into the ground rather than the heels of your hands. So I'm talking about this little fatty part of your hands, because if you're putting all the weight on that part, your wrist can end up hurting you later on. So just feel the weight shift a little bit more toward your fingers. And then again, you want to drive your heels as close to the mat as you can so that your hamstrings, your calves open up. And if you engage your quads, you're going to open up the backs of your legs even more. So my friends who took a little bit of a break, go into your downward dogs now, because we're going to do something fun once you are ready. And my oldies know what that possibly could be. So we're going to go into downward dog push-ups. Your hips are going to stay exactly where they are. As you inhale, you're just going to take your elbows out. Try to bring your forehead as close to the mat as you can. And then as you exhale, straighten out your arms, squeeze your triceps. So it's inhale, bend your elbows. Exhale, straighten out your arms, squeeze your triceps. You guys are going to keep doing this. I'm going to watch you. Yes, Megan. Yes, Alicia. Try to keep your hips up a little bit more. Maddie, doing really good. If this is easy for you, try to bring your chest closer to your thighs. You got it, Lisa. Yes. Awesome. You've got 15 more seconds. And then from here, you're going to get a break from the downward dogs. Last 8. Make your last 4 seconds really good. 2, 1. Hang out in your downward dog. Excellent work. Lift up your right leg, then bend your right knee. So now your knee is going to point up towards the ceiling so you can open up your right side hip. Make sure that you drop your right shoulder down so that your shoulders stay square to the mat. Point your right toes down towards the ground. Then from here, you're going to bring your right knee all the way to your left elbow. Try to touch it. If it doesn't, no worries. Perfect. As you inhale, bring your right knee back up. Point your toes down. Open up the right side of your body. Exhale, bring your right knee all the way to your left elbow. Inhale, point your knee back up. Point your toes down. Exhale, right knee goes all the way to your left elbow. This is your last one. Bring your right knee up. Point your toes down. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Drop your right shoulder. Then as you exhale, step your right foot through in between your hands. Open up right into your warrior two. Bend your right knee, bounce it out. Reach your fingertips apart. Everyone engage your biceps, your triceps, squeeze your shoulders to open up your chest. Now from here, lift up your right heel. So your right heel is gonna come up, your right toes are planting into the mat. Bend your right knee even more so that your hips drop. Yes, Dario. Now reverse your warrior. Reach your right fingertips up and back. Lift your chin. Your right heel should not have dropped. So if it did, bring it right back up. You got it. Keep your heel lifted. Bring your arms right back out. Then go into your side angle. Rest your right forearm on your thigh. Reach your left arm up and over. I know your right quads are burning. Your right butt cheek should also be hurting. Squeeze it. If it's not, bring your left shoulder back, your right shoulder forward. Straighten out your left leg even more. Reach your left fingertips to the top of your mat. Awesome, everyone. Come back into your warrior two. You're going to keep your right heel lifted. This is kind of crazy, but you can do it. You're going to pivot to face the top of your mat to go into your crescent lunge. Sweep your left arm down, bring it up. Your right heel better still be lifted. Yes, good. Bend your right knee. I'm testing your balance. Bring your left hand down, your right hand up. This is your lunge with a twist. Bring your right heel up because I know it dropped. Now bring your right hand away from your midline. Twist your spine. Bring your heel up just a little bit more because we're almost done. Release, bring your right hand down. Sweep your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Try to keep your leg lifted as you flow into your chaturanga. So shift your shoulders past your wrists. Bend your elbows back. Open up your chest. Ooh, that was a fun flow, right? Roll over your toes, bring your hips up. Downward dog, open up your chest. After we do the left side, we'll take a break from the downward dog stuff. Lift up your left leg. Bend your knee, point your toes down. Just take a moment to get set up. Like we did on the other side, square off your shoulders to the ground. Point your left toes down. Lift your left knee up. So the left side of your body is opening. We've got 4 of those core planks. So as you exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. Twist your spine. Inhale, lift your knee back up. Point your toes, squeeze your left butt cheek. Exhale, left knee goes to your right elbow. We're gonna go slow so you can feel the burn a lot more. Inhale, lift up your knee. Point your toes down. 2 more. Exhale. Left knee goes to your right elbow. Hold it. Inhale, lift up your leg. Point your toes down. Last one. Exhale. Left knee goes to your right elbow. Hold it. And then release by lifting your left knee up. Point your toes down. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Then you're going to step your foot through to go into your warrior two. Open up to the face the right side of your mat. Bend your left knee. Bounce it out. So your left toes are parallel to the top of your mat. Take your knee away from your midline by squeezing your left butt cheek. All right, find your deepest squat. Megan, you got it. Dario, you got it. Bend your knee a little bit more, Alicia. There you go. Now everyone, lift up your left heel. You know what's coming. Reverse your warrior. Sweep your left arm up. Open up the left side of your body. Reach your left fingertips to the back of your mat. Bring your heel up a little bit more. Dig your left toes into the ground. Go into your warrior two. Your heel should still be lifted. Go into your side angle. Rest your left forearm on your thigh. Reach your right arm up. And then frame your right ear with your right bicep. So it's your extended side angle. Roll the weight to the outside edge of your right foot. Continue to bring your left knee away from your midline. Squeeze your left butt cheek. The right side of your body is opening and strengthening. Release. Go back into your warrior two. You can do this. You're going to find that funky transition into crescent. So sweep your right arm down and up. Roll onto your right toes. Oof. Yes. Open up to face the top of your mat. Bring your left heel up a little bit more. Then go into your lunge with a twist. Right hand drops. Extend your left hand up towards the ceiling. All right. Bring your left heel up even more. Everyone's got it. Drive your right heel back. Twist your spine. Now start to bring your left knee in toward your midline. Your chest, your shoulders are opening. Release. Bring your left hand down. Sweep your left leg up. Go into your 3-legged dog. Try to keep it lifted, especially if you did it on the other side. Shift your shoulders forward. Bend your elbows back. And then open up your chest. Woo. Downward dog. Bring your hips up. Round your heels. take a time out by going into your hero's pose. So bend both of your knees, your shins are gonna plant into the ground, and then you're gonna stack your shoulders over your hips, just rest your hands on your thighs. This is a great time for water if you need it. We're already down to our last 12-ish minutes, so take some time here. Know that we're gonna start to transition into some slower movements, but because I promised a couple of twists, we're gonna get into that now. Kick your legs all over to one side and then sit on your booty. Straighten out your right leg and then start to bend your left knee so that the sole of your left foot can just press into your right thigh. You got it. So you're in a seated shape. Try not to slouch here. Keep the posture active by engaging your core. Maybe even squeeze your shoulders so that your chest stays open. Good. And now with your right foot flexed, so toes are back toward your face, start to walk your right fingertips as close to your right ankle as you can. So you're gonna start to open up toward your left knee, and as you walk your right hand toward your ankle, your chest, and the left side of your body are gonna open. All right, y'all look ready. Start to sweep your left hand up. Again, walk your right fingertips out even more. Start to reach your left fingertips toward your right toes. It's a gentle twist. Try not to dump too much weight on your right shin if that's where your hand is. Focus more on what's going on the left side of your body. Start to bring your right shoulder forward, your left shoulder back. If this feels comfortable for you, look up toward the ceiling, lift your chin. There you go, Lisa. Try to bring your bicep closer to your left ear so that the left side of your body opens up more. Good. Now everyone, dig your left hip into the mat. For an even deeper stretch, bend your right elbow. So your right elbow is going to come closer to the ground. Feel the left side of your body open up more and more with every round of breath. And then release. Bring your left hand down, so right to your left side hip. Extend your right hand up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, you're going to lift your hips, reach your fingertips up, and then bring your right ear with your right bicep. So this is your modified wild thing. Squeeze your glutes, dig your right heel into the mat, drop your head back, and then release. As your hips drop, bring your right hand to your left knee. This is a really yummy one. You're gonna extend your left hand up, and then now you're gonna reach your left fingertips over to your right toes. So by grabbing onto your left kneecap, you're gonna feel, oops. You're gonna feel this in your right shoulder blade. Hopefully you all heard that. So press your knee into your hand, reach your left fingertips towards your right foot even more. This is for your right shoulder. Drop your head back, lift your chin. And then release by switching sides. So drop your left foot down, straighten out your left leg, bend your right knee. Same thing, Jen's got a lot going on in the background. Hi, Jen's fam. As you inhale, start to walk your left fingertips towards your left ankle. Flex your left toes back, and then reach your right hand all the way towards your left toes. This is not about getting your fingertips to touch your toes. This is all about the opening that you are creating on the right side of your body. So make sure your right hip is planted. Make sure that your right shoulder goes back, your left shoulder goes forward. You've got it, Bree. Frame your right ear with your right bicep. Sink your right side hip down even more. Start to look up toward your right elbow. We've got one more round of breath. Beautiful, Megan. Beautiful, Alicia. And then release. Modified wild thing. Your right hand goes to your right side hip. Face your fingertips away from your body. Extend your left hand up. And then on your exhale, squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips up. Wild thing. Frame your left ear with your left bicep. Reach your fingertips up and overhead. And then as you squeeze your glutes, your hips are going to come up even more. Drop your head back. And then release. Your hips are going to come down. Bring your left hand onto your right knee. Sit up tall and then start to bring your right arm up and over. Reach your right fingertips toward your left toes. The ultimate twist. So now dig your right knee into your left hand. Reach your right fingertips toward your left toes. Send your energy to your left shoulder as you bring your right shoulder back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist even deeper. Open up your chest. Sink your right side hip down. And then release. All right, you're gonna stay facing wherever you are. Go into crisscross applesauce. And remember which foot is in front of the other. So for me, it's gonna be left foot forward, just because that's the way the ball bounced. Don't worry, because we're gonna switch sides eventually. As you inhale, take your arms up, reach your fingertips high, make sure your hips are planted into the mat. And then as you exhale, plant your hands down, just wherever they go. Perfect. Make sure your hips are still planted. You're just gonna walk your hands towards the top of your mat or wherever forward is for you. Yep. Again, your hips are gonna stay connected to your mat. Drop your head down. Once you find your deepest stretch, as you drop your head down, bring your chin as close to your chest as you can so that the back of your neck can open. Press your fingertips into the ground, round your upper back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, side out. One more round of breath. Exhale, side out. And walk your hands back toward your body. Once your shoulders stack over your hips, switch sides. So cross the opposite foot in front. Good. Take your arms up. And then same thing. As you exhale, drop your hands down. Your hips are going to stay rooted into the ground as you walk your hands up. Bring your chin down to your chest. This time, bend your elbows. That pressure is going to be relieved from your shoulders. And by bending your elbows, you're going to feel your upper body open up just a little bit more. So imagine there's weights attached to your elbows. And by doing that, you're going to feel your upper back open. As you bring your chin into your chest, you're going to compress the front side of your body and open up the back. Got one more round of breath. Then release by walking your hands back up. You're going to straighten out your legs and then roll all the way down onto your backs. Keep your legs straight. Bring your arms down both sides of your body. Open up the front of your body to the ceiling and feel every inch of the backside of your body connect to the ground. We've got a couple more stretches and then you get your delicious Savasana. Start to bend your right knee, pull it toward your shoulder, away from your rib cage. This is a deep stretch for your hip. Make sure your left shoulder stays connected to the ground and keep your elbows as close to your midline as you can. Press the back of your neck into the ground. Deep breath in. Stay for your exhale, pull a little bit harder. And then release by bending your left knee. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh and then bring your right knee away from your midline. This is your reclined figure four. So this is for your outer hip, your inner thighs. So it's kind of like you're sitting in a chair. You're crossing your right ankle over your left thigh. If you need even more, start to lift your left foot up. You can also straighten out your left leg. The choice is yours. But just take a moment here to send your breath to your outer hip. Bring your right knee farther away from your chest. And then release. Drop your left foot down. Uncross your ankle and then straighten out your right leg. You're going to do wind removing pose on the left side. So bend your left knee. Interlock all 10 fingers underneath your knee and then pull so that you can open up your left side hip. Bring your elbows in toward your hips, down towards the ground. Press the back of your neck, your shoulders, and your spine into the mat. Release by going into your reclined figure four on the other side. Bend your right knee, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Bring your left knee farther away from your chest. So you can either stay here or lift your right foot up. But again, you're trying to bring your left knee away from your body so that your hip can open up. Awesome, everyone. Flex your left toes back. Bring your chin into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. And from here, drop your right foot down. Uncross your feet. And you're going to go into bridge pose. So your feet are going to stay planted. Knees are pointing up. Bring your hands down both sides of your body. Relax your shoulders. From here, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. So as your heels connect to the ground, bring your chest up a little bit higher. Press your shoulder blades into the ground. Feel the front of your body open, your lower and backside body strengthen. Release, come down. One vertebra at a time. as slowly as you can. And then once your hips drop, we're gonna go into happy baby. Lift your feet off of the ground. Grab the outsides of your feet, exactly. Stack your ankles over your knees, rock from side to side. This is opening up your inner thighs, your hips, and also giving your lower back massage depending on whether or not you are rocking. You're a beautiful happy baby, Lisa. All right, from your happy baby, you're gonna press the soles of your feet together. So stop in the center, perfect. And as you press the soles of your feet together, keep the grip with your hands on top of your feet. Bring your heels as close to your hips and your pelvis as you can. Good. Splay your knees apart. You've got it, Val. Grab your feet though, and then bring your elbows inside your knees. Yes, there you go. Bring your heels in even more, maybe even squeeze your glutes. Take a deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. And then your soles of your feet are going to stay together. You're just going to drop the outsides of your feet down to the mat for your reclined butterfly. So if you have any hip or knee sensitivity, and if this is screaming and hurting your knees, straighten out your legs right away. If you can stay in this shape, please do so. That way you can continue to open up your hips. And you have different options here with your hands. You can bring them down both sides of your body. I like to place my right hand on my stomach, my left hand on my heart. But the purpose of your final savasana, which is what you're doing now, is to find complete stillness. So again, find that comfortable position for you and close your eyes and tune inward just the way that you did at the beginning of class. This is the most important posture that you're going to do in any yoga class because it's where you are most vulnerable. You've just done so much to move your body. You've done so much to strengthen yourself and challenge yourself. So at this point during the session, you're feeling obviously a sense of relief. You're feeling relaxed, hopefully. And if you're not, that's okay too. Sometimes there's so much going on and you can't tune out the noise, but you always gotta try. Wherever you are with your breath, sigh it out. Take a deep breath in. Feel your lungs expand, your chest open, and then sigh it out. Feel your body melt in the ground even more. On your next inhale, straighten out your legs. One at a time, do this with control as slowly as you can. And now you're gonna reach your arms up and overhead, frame your ears with your biceps, point your toes, feel the tops of your feet open, your shins open, lift your chin, drop your head back. And then release by rolling onto your right side body. Use your right bicep as a pillow. Stack your shoulders, your hips over each other, and keep both of your knees bent. This is where I say thank you to myself, and I want you to use this time to do the same thing. You can say it out loud or to yourself, but saying thank you to yourself is a sweet gesture on top of everything that you've already done. When you're ready, push up, come up into your seat. Face the top of your mat, maybe keep your eyes closed. And you're just gonna rest your hands on your knees with your palms up, relax your shoulders. And on your next inhale, your hands are gonna come right to your heart. Press your thumbs into your chest, feel and acknowledge your heartbeat. And as you do that, and as I do the same, it's a reminder of how lucky we are to have each other and to have this practice to unite us. And I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity to lead and guide you all today. From the bottom of my grateful and beating heart to all of yours, the light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much. Yes. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to unmute all of you now. Thank you all for sticking around. I tend to go over on time. I talk a lot. We move a lot. But thank you for being here. Special shout out to Val and Megan. Welcome again to the crew. I like to take photos after class. So I hope you're ready for it and as excited as I am. Just smile. Here we go. Or not. 1, 2, 3. Jen with your extra pose. So adorable. If you have a couple of moments, I have a couple of announcements or a few. Number one, I'm going to be doing a hashtag balance pop-up tomorrow at Ironbird Fitness. I trained there and they're also giving me this opportunity to showcase my stuff. If you're at my birthday party, it's the same stuff, so don't worry about it if you can't make it. Number two, next week's Wednesday session is going to be moved to Monday because of my event with Fresno State. So hopefully that works for y'all. It's Monday at noon. I'll send out correspondence on that also. And I think that's it. Again, thank you for your loyalty, your love, and your energy today. I will see you all really soon.
Don't forget Saturday. You're doing a Saturday thing.
And I'm doing, what's a Saturday thing? Oh yeah, I'm teaching for boys also. I forgot about that. Yes, Saturday, it's a free session. It's at 9 o'clock. It's only 30 minutes, but get you in, get you out. It's a great way to start your weekend. And also I've got cool things in the pipeline for Sundays. So be on the lookout for details on that. I have a lot going on. I need a nap. All right.
Day one, is that on Zoom also?
It is on Zoom. You have to go to Bitwise, not Bitwise, but their account is called No Place Like Home. I posted something, my last post. Yeah, my last post has a link to their bio or a link to their IG. Go to their link and you can register. It's a free event. When you register through them, they'll send you the Zoom link, I think the day of.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Saturday at 9. All right, love y'all. Hi, Samantha.
She says hi.
Bye, Megan.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Lisa. Have a good day.